How's it? Hang loose. Right. Okay. Today is August 1st. So, aloha, hello. Aloha to August. Ah, yes. Okay, well, there's no newspaper today because they're not giving out newspapers. But I've been watching a little bit the news. So, we'll get a little... I might turn these into talk story instead of newspaper Saturday. Have this the talk story one. I might be anti-news. Trying to organize. Well, right now, I'm going to do a little of the news via the different source here. So, now I get to look at my notes. Well, in schools, apparently, but I should write better. I had to write fast though. In schools, in Hawaii it's going to be August 17th, which I think is a Monday. Yep, Monday. Yep, Monday. And they're going to have kids go back to school. But on the mainland, they're wondering about that, and they're at the quandary of, they tell kids, you know, hey, half of school is, I'm seriously, half. It shouldn't be more than half. Kind of is now. But half of it is, you go there and you socialize with people your own age, and you learn stuff from other people your own age. Not to be limited to your own age, but you need that category of peers. And there was a great educator who is often quoted in the education field, Piaget. In Piaget, you get these ideas like learn how they learn. So how are they learning? Learn how they learn. Learn how to learn, right? See, he looked at, I think it was his grandchildren, so he wasn't like the creepy old man. I'm observing children from the fence. Now I think he was looking at his grandkids, extended family kind of thing. And what he noticed was that they teach each other. So they have their own little language, and they teach each other. And then when they interact with adults, it's, yes, mommy, I'll do my homework so I can have my ice cream. And they pander to the adults, and the adults like that because then it looks like they're behaving. They're being a good child. And so they have this way they talk to adults and parents, and then when they talk to each other, they're just like, you know, thick as thieves. I noticed this once. I volunteered to be a volunteer at an event called Bannack Days, and it's this old ghost town in Montana that's still standing, but it goes all the way back to 1860 and has quite the history if you get around to it. But every summer they have Bannack Days, and they recreate cowboys, 1800s, that sort of stuff. And it's fun for all the county, and all this family goes over there, and it's all during the day. And in the Haunted Meat Hotel, it was all during the day. It's a bunch of people, and they're cooking hot dogs and beans and stuff. And I pitched a tent outside the Grasshopper Creek, and I go up there to get the little food, little paper plate. I didn't even know anybody. I wasn't, just a college resident of Bannack, not my sister inside, not doing the other stuff. So I went there, and I was dressed in the cowboy hat and stuff like that. I was a parking guy for Bannack Days. And I got my little plate of hot dog and beans, right? So I walk out, and everyone's like, da la 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 la. I mean, I didn't know anyone, so I sat on the stairs outside the Mead Hotel. And these kids had their plates too. So they kind of sat next to me, and they were talking to me. So it's like, hey man, where you from? Talking to him like you talk to a person. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. They were talking story, and they'd tell me stuff. I'm telling them. And then one of the townspeople, who was a volunteer too, but these guys, take it serious. The guy was dressed up like Wyatt Earp gunslinger, tall, 10-gallon hat. He had his mustache waxed and all that, and he had the pocket watch chain and the double-vested cowboy boots, the heels this high, and he rocketed with, of course, the spurs. Chink, chink, chink. It's like, whoa, dressed up like he's in a movie, right? And he walked by and he saw the kids, and he leaned over, like, how are you doing today, to the children? And they changed. The children's reaction to this guy was different. They're like, they acted all stupid. This was so funny. The children are like, oh yeah, that's all dumb. They play dumb. Play dumb. Da, 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 da. And then he's like, oh, that's very good, children. Well, y'all have a good day now, y'all. And walked away. And as soon as he walked away and the kids started talking to me again, they snapped back into talking normal. I was just like, wow, that's amazing. Revelation. So the kid needs to interact with their own age. But in Georgia, they have a problem. Yep, down in Georgia. Apparently, they're going to go back to school, and there's no masks required. And that means they're in danger. And they had spikes of, I don't know, like they had a camp out with no mask required, and 44% of the campers came down with the virus. They're expecting Georgia to go up to 30,000 cases in 3 weeks. They're expecting this stuff to because it's just rampant. It's just spreading like wildfire. So that'll make theirs like 182,000 total within 3 weeks. Huh. So in Hawaii, right, they closed down the bars at 10 p.m. for 3 weeks. So the bars are like, hey, we're closed. We're just closing. You can't tell us. Can't tell bar people, it's 10 o'clock, you gotta go. It's time for baby bye. So they're just closing down for 3 weeks. He already instated that only 10 people, no more large gatherings. And then there's people that come over. I think they skip the system. One is a couple from Utah that were arrested. I think it was Big Island. They were arrested. A couple from Utah. And when they were arrested, they said, I thought I was exempt. That was the excuse they did offer, but that was the excuse they were riding on. Just whatever. I thought I was exempt. Ignorance is no excuse. That's what I tell you. Oh my God. Yeah. And the other dumbass virus plague news is there's two vaxes, V-A-X, it's plural now. There's two vaxes that are promising. And in Georgia, with all those big spiky cases and dire desperation, so this doctor down in Georgia, there's some song lead in there. The doctor down in Georgia. But this doctor down in Georgia is seeing all these people just get ravaged, and there's deaths everywhere. So much death. And loved ones, right? Imagine a loved one in your family. Now imagine them dying of this. God, serious. It's home. Like it's home. So this Georgia doctor is a volunteer for the vaccine. She's like, I'll do it. Give it to me. I don't care if it's an experiment. I will do it. and she's being a test human guinea pig for this new vaccine because she cares for her people so much in Georgia. We're face down at the edge of a cliff. They're not lemmings jumping off the cliff, except when they're not wearing masks. They're pushed towards the edge. And that's all an ABC news story. So thanks, ABC. It's news now. So there's all that. There's that and that. In Hawaii, they're having locally these places are getting their act together with testing. So this private place, right, private company kind of thing, you go in and get tested and you get results in like 30 minutes. So there's one kind of test that's just antibody, blah blah blah, and it can only take 10 minutes. Beep. Pin prick, with the finger, 10 minutes. And it only tests for, exposure, like if you had it before, you have some antibodies, or if you have it, you don't want it just like that. And then there's the PCR test, which they're gonna get pretty soon. But you're gonna have results in 30 minutes. I'm sure it's like, insert your credit card, And the other story I guess I'll talk about was the Stairway to Heaven. Now, Stairway to Heaven, oh gosh, I brought out my board. Let's see. On Oahu, this island, with the big city Honolulu, it looks a little like this. It goes like this, and it goes like this. Oops. And it goes like this. And then there's Pearl Harbor, and it goes out like this, kind of like this. And there's Kaneohe. Now there's two little mountain ranges, right? This one's called the Ko'olaos. And this one's Waianae. So it's the Waianae range. I spell that right. Na, A. I spelled it wrong. It's okay. We're looking at this one anyway. Over at the Ko'olaos. Now up here, there's the city Honolulu here, and there's Waikiki here. There's Diamond Head. If you're interested in that. Now there's like 3 tunnels that go through. One is the H3 tunnel. This one is the Poly. One is the Like. These are tunnels that go through one side to the other side. Is this enough picture? So, but over here somewhere, like by the Poly, because there is this mountain range. It goes way up and it goes way down, and the Poly goes, so they can drive over here and drive up there. But they used to go over the mountain. I'm gonna go all over the map, then okay. The Board of Water Supply, they have wells and they have test things that go inside to test for groundwater, the water table, and artesian wells. And over here there's basalt in the rocks, and there's water, so they do wells that are down in there, water wells for drinking water. So the Board of Water Supply has the stairs that go all the way up to the top. And there's a little kind of a weather like station thing, and I don't know, they got some more thing up there. And these stairs that go up are just like the ricketiest. They have little railings, but they're rickety, and they go all the way up. And these, I mean, it's like that. And there's a person is like this big, I mean smaller. And people go up there to the top of this. And the stairway is called Stairway to Heaven. Straight up. Now, Border Water Supply had that. People knew if the Stairway to Heaven, they would go up there. It's like dangerous. I've seen some of these cliff type things, and man, I came back from Montana. No cliff ever again. But it's like that. The stairs. If you go up, it's like just drops down everywhere. It's like up in the clouds, above the clouds. Oh. They go up these little stairs, and they go up there, and sometimes they get stuck. And I'm not sure, but people have had medical conditions up there, and other different things, and they had to get rescued. So the helicopter rescue team, it costs a lot of money. Now here's the thing: at the bottom of the stairs, there's some houses, so you have to kind of trespass through houses, go through some backyards kind of thing, jump fences, would say do not enter, Board of Water Supply. But it happened so much that everyone just did it. They kind of looked the other way, except for the neighbors. They don't like that. It's like having people go through your backyard. And it got more and more popular with like YouTubers and social media, because everyone wants the best shot. Oh, look at this. So it's a big contention. So the Board of Water Supply was going to give it to the state of Hawaii, and they did it. Now it's like the state of Hawaii is like, what shall we do? Because of public safety, legality. So it's illegal because it's trespassing and all that. So they close it down. Now all these YouTubers are saying, so they put up a trampoline on the top of the mountain. I guess you can go a little higher, so someone went a little higher and looked down on it. But it doesn't do justice. It's like having a point like this and having a trampoline on top. And then someone jumping, does a flip, dumping. It's like the stupidest thing. It's a big trampoline. It's not a small one, big. And those YouTubers got shut down. I think their account got pulled. Hawaii was going to have I was going to prosecute them, illegal. But they just got their stuff shut down, so they thought, well, yeah, it's punishment enough. Shut down your channel. Now I get vested interest. But I ain't doing that. Hey, that's just dumb. That's just me and cliffs. No mountains, no more. I'm too old for that shit now. I don't know. But these are jumping up there. More risk. So, car crash. So, that's the thing. Stairway to Heaven. You might have seen it. I'm sure it got reposted and stuff, but whatever. That's the big thing about Stairway to Heaven. They were going to try to reopen it, like make it a cultural experience and educational experience and all that language. This is like freaking dare to go up there. I know, I've been at Kauai. I don't know if it's a Kauai or Kauai to find out. It's not always. Billy says, Poipu Beach. Poipu. There's a big rain over there. Poipu. No, it's Poipu. Not every I is. I think it's thing in Hawaiian language. This thing here. So, ha, wa, and it goes backwards. It's not. That's when you go Hawaii. But Kauai, I don't think you have that. I don't think so. Molokai, you don't. Might go into that later. Anyways, that's a little blah blah. I have a new addition to my electronic invisible friends. Thank you, subscribers. New ones. I'm not talking about you though, but I am talking about you now. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Watch a long time to the end. Share with your friends. I got a new crypto video out. You gotta check on that. And I have a new camera. It's not really expensive, but it's a video camera that has infrared. And but anyways, we'll see what we can do with that. Oh, I'm doing that now. Okay, so yeah, it's Molokai, not Molokai. Remember, Molokai. That I know, and I know that one for sure. And it's Hawaii. See the W like a V. Hawaii and Molokai. Okay. So have a wonderful, wonderful hang loose day. Thank you for subscribing and liking and watching. Do comments too if you want. Yeah, comment if you like. Anyways, I guess I cut this hang loose. Aloha.